Hello, Aries, and welcome to your month of March reading. My name is Rachel, and I am a distance energy healer as well as a card reader. I'll put my link below. I want to first start off by apologizing for the delay in getting these out. I was just a bit behind in general, but then I had all of the technical difficulties, which this is probably the only business where I can say Mercury retrograde messed up my computer and everybody's like, oh yeah, I get that. Yeah, me too. So I appreciate your understanding. How we're going to do it this month is I'm going to give kind of a linear timeline progression. And it's going to be basically a week by week, although of course it's not definitive. It's just showing you the flow of energy and what you can expect throughout the month. So we have the main energies, and then I pulled some clarification cards, and we are going to further clarify into different areas of your life with pulling a love and relationship card, an abundance card, a career life purpose card, and I want to give you a personal law of attraction message for this month. Let's get started. Okay, so for the first week, if you're watching it when this came out, this is the beginning of March, this week that we're in right now. We get two Pentacles cards. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Three of Pentacles. And the way that these appear to me, paired together, the Five of Pentacles in reverse talks about hardship. It talks about possibly hardship being over. Also, anytime I see the Five of Pentacles, what I notice are there are two people. They're two people and they're out in the cold and they've gone through a lot and they don't have much, but they're together. So this can be speaking to relationships as well. The Three of Pentacles is talking about collaboration. It might be a good time to collaborate with others, to lean on others, to help others, allow others to help you. And if you have been going through a hard time in a relationship, or if you've just been going through a hard time in general, the cards are coming to tell you that there's an end in sight to this. Now let's pull the clarification cards for this week and see what is going on. The first card that came out was the Temple Path. This is talking about your spiritual journey. This is talking about your life journey. It's talking about your life purpose. And this is coming to say that you're on the right path. The universe might recognize that you've had some hardships, but trust. Also, what I see are these three little orbs of light, and that reminds me of the Three of Pentacles. To me, these are like guardian angels. To me, this is support. You're being looked after. You're being very, very looked after. And this might be by guides and angels in the universe. Well, it definitely is. There's no doubt about that. But it also can be physically in your world, some sort of relationship that nurtures you, that can be beneficial to you reaching or progressing along your life journey path, progressing towards what your Dharma is. Then we got the Caring Connection card. Again, speaking of relationships in some form. This can be romantic relationships, this can be business partnerships. There's some sort of collaboration that could greatly benefit you. And if a relationship has been going through a hard time, I'm feeling like the end of that hard time is near. There's going to be a rekindling. There's going to be a deeper level, a closeness that's just forming. Okay, let's move on to the second week. Again, we had some cards come out for this. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, and then the Sun. All right, so again, I'm just feeling like you may be feeling a bit defeated, just wondering when things are going to actually come to fruition. And you might be feeling a bit stuck or stagnant and not knowing what direction to go or not knowing what action to take to make things better, to improve things. But this card is coming to tell you there's light at the end of the tunnel for you. There is a brand new beginning. There is a rebirth in different areas of your life. So towards the second week, it's not a time to focus on what you don't have. It's not a time to focus or to allow yourself to get down on yourself. It might not be a time for action. Mercury retrograde typically isn't a huge time for action. It's kind of a time for introspection, to go within and say, what within me am I ready to let go of? So let me show you the clarification card that came out, and this is adjacent possibilities. So this could be speaking to indecision. Possibly it's indecisiveness that is preventing you from moving forward. And so all the cards are saying is take a look at that and release it. Release the underlying cause of your indecisiveness. Like, so you just don't want to say, I'm releasing my indecision, but you want to kind of get deep down in there to the point of creation of this pattern and say, what caused it? When did I begin to tell myself that I couldn't make these decisions? When did I begin to feel this way? And then release that aspect of it. That's for some of you. For others of you, this adjacent possibilities card is coming to say there are multiple ways to get to where you want to go. So you don't want to allow yourself to be consumed with trying to know every step along the journey, or needing to know what the best decision is or what your best option is, because they're actually all taking you to the same place. It's just like a different route. You know, whenever you Google Map how to get someplace, it gives you 3 separate routes. Maybe one's 20 minutes, one's 22 minutes, one's 18 minutes. And I'll get you there in 20-ish minutes. I'm feeling the same for you, for some of you at least. You know, around the second month of March, just keep that in mind. It's not... There's not a wrong decision that you can make. You're being guided. It's all going to end up for your highest and best good. You might just take a scenic route, or the straight, or the highway. You know, we're all different. Okay, let's move on to the third week. And it's funny, I just talked about indecision without even paying attention to the card for the third week, which is the Two of Swords. In reverse, the Two of Swords upright talks about indecision, not being able to make a decision, feeling stuck. You're in the fork in the middle of the road. But when it comes in reverse, this is often speaking to an end of this. She's wearing a blindfold. I'm envisioning this blindfold falling off. And you know what my eye was immediately drawn to was the moon. Towards the full moon this month, it's time to release anything that's been holding you in a pattern that does not serve you. And by doing so, you are setting something in motion. You are able to gain a lot more clarity. I'm just feeling like a lot more clarity is going to come around the moon cycle. And the clarification card that you got, the door to personal healing and happiness. As you allow yourself to heal, to release, then you open up the door to your next stages. So I'm feeling like some of you at the beginning of the month, this door is closed, but by the end of the month, you're opening it up and you're seeing all of the beauty. And the adjacent possibilities card had a bunch of doors, remember? And there's just a door that's opening for you. You just have to take the action to open it. Take the action to walk through and not know what's on the other side, but trust that it's good. And the last card that is coming up, it's so funny because I swear I'm not paying attention to the next card. I'm only focusing on the card that I'm talking about. But then it just seems to flow so naturally. I'm talking about, in this third week, like opening the door and moving through it. And the last card of the month is the Chariot, and that's talking about movement. Now, the Chariot often is talking about not being able to move, feeling stuck, feeling stagnant, feeling torn. But in the flow, it always depends on how it comes up in the spread. So in this spread, I'm feeling like you have the option to really move towards something by the end of this month. And let me show you the clarification card that came up, walking away. But it came in reverse. This is speaking to also feeling stuck or stagnant or indecisive, but you're ready to walk away from something into something new, into something better. And this doesn't have to be you walking away from a physical part of your life. This could be walking away from a pattern that just doesn't serve you anymore. But either way, you're making some sort of decision and you're trusting it. The numbers on this card are 27. To me, 27 very often means spiritual partnership. So there might be a spiritual partnership that you are walking away from something into more of a spiritual partnership, or a spiritual partnership is helping you move and transform. In numerology, 27 reduces to 9. That's talking about completion. There's something in your life by the end of the month that's going to be completed. And you're ready to move to whatever that next chapter is. So let's get a little further clarification and see what your love card, love and romance and relationship card is. You got the engagement card, but I have to tell you that the separation card kept coming up. So I'm feeling like for some of you, it was wanting to come up saying that if there has been a separation, you're moving past that. This engagement card says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So if you're single, you could, and maybe there is indecision around a particular relationship. Or if you should progress in this relationship, or if you should enter a relationship, or if you should say goodbye to your single life because you're really enjoying it. You're getting to a point where you're ready for this next commitment, this next stage. If you're already married, this is just a deeper commitment, really. This is eliminating things that just don't serve you in relationships. But there's a very, very strong energy throughout this whole reading of partnership, of getting through some sort of tough time, some sort of hard time, and reaching this point where you can look back and say, look how that made us stronger. And instead of maybe turning on one another, you're using that strength to grow together now. And that's just for some of you, I know. But I felt like that was a message that needed to be said. No matter how you call it, it's a good sign for your love life this month. Let's look at career, business, life, purpose, whatever that means for you. And you got success. Remember how I said that no matter what door you choose that's leading you in the right direction? This card is coming to say the same thing. Don't get trapped in the needing to make the perfect decision. You are going to find some sort of success in business, career, life, purpose this month. Even if it's just a little success, it's going to move you to that next stage. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. Let's talk about abundance. Words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you will attract to yourself and others. This again is talking about focusing your energy in one direction. Choosing that one direction of abundance, whatever abundance means to you, and focusing your energy only on that. Not swaying between the abundance, but look, I don't have enough, or abundance, but it's not going to last. It's just that singular focus. Like, choose today, right now, I am focusing on abundance. And that's it. You've walked through that door. There's no going back. Close the door on any of the other crap and focus on that abundance. And for some of you, I'm getting that it might be a time from that point of focus to maybe put some things into action only if you feel ready and you feel guided. Because again, remember, we are in Mercury retrograde season. It's not always the best time to start new projects. But it can be a good time to do what you need to do to prepare for something new. No matter how you go about do it from that place of intention and attention, focused on abundance, focused on what you want to manifest, focused on what you want to call in, focused on the good, on the possibilities of all the possibilities, not creating indecision, not creating stagnation, but saying, look, I could go in this direction, and these are all the wonderful things that could manifest for me. Keeping your focus geared towards that. And this goes perfectly with the law of attraction message that I pulled for you. It says there's nothing I cannot be, do, or have. Remember that this month. There's absolutely nothing you cannot be, do, or have. You are worthy of it all. I want to read the back of this card to you very quickly, and we'll end the reading with this. Welcome to planet Earth. There is nothing you cannot be, do, or have. Go forth on this day of your life experience knowing that your real work is to decide what you want and then focus upon that. Wow. That's your message. That is your message for this month. Your work is to decide what you want and then focus upon that. Go forth giving thought to what you want, attracting life experiences to help you decide what you want. And once you have decided, giving thought only to that. I love when such a clear message comes through. That was beautiful. I'm wishing you a beautiful month. So much love and light. I will talk to you later.